Good day, IGCSE ICT students, and welcome to this training video. The purpose of this training video is to show you how to solve a paper 2 in full. As you are aware of, paper 2 in the practical component of ICT includes internet, email, document production, which is Microsoft Word, and data manipulation, which is Microsoft Access or databases. In the rare occasion, they might have some graphing of some sort where you actually have to produce some kind of a graph, and you will need Excel as well. Let's start on with this. The past paper, which is 2008, June 2008, looks like that. So I'm going to start with the email one, and they usually set up the scenario. In this case, you're working for a company called Hot House. You are to send an email message. I have already logged into my email, so I'm just going to start the message sending process. And in this case, they want you to send it to design. Now it's already there because I have done this before, just to tell you that I do solve the papers that before I actually give them to you. Okay, so put the email in there, then put add the subject, then I'm gonna put what they want from me. In this case, okay, then center ID, candidate number. In this case, I'm just going to go with the STD111. Okay, and then the final instruction, which is, of course, this. You will actually have your own 1001 up to 0053 or something, whatever it is. You will have this information available with you for the final IGCSE exam. And we're going to go with please send the instructions that I need. And after this, they actually say send. So I'm going to send. I have seen students, okay, where the receiving of the message or the reply will take some time. Now, just a side note, you don't actually have to add to the contact list. In this case, they didn't actually ask you to. At other instances, they might ask you to, so you will add it to your contact list. Okay. Now this actually says, and this is it's very important that you read all these instructions. Don't skip anything. This instruction says you should receive the instructions that you need within an email reply. Now, while we do that, hopefully it will be quick. Eventually, they're going to ask you to look at the files or receive the files that you will be using as part of this exam. And in my case, I have always made these available to you. They are always available to you in this file or in this folder. They are here, but we're actually waiting for the reply. So that means I can actually carry on now with the rest of the instructions, not the email ones, because I gotta wait for this email to come back. So I can skip that part, okay, and I can start on my document production. So you should take a holistic look at the paper and don't be stuck on one question. These are two separate ones. Up until this point, it deals with email, and we're waiting for the email to see what the instructions are. And in here, you can actually start because I make available this file to you. That file is in this folder, which will usually be called support files for whatever paper it is you're doing. This is the file, j8ictco.rtf. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, open this file. I don't want to waste time. Well, you don't want to waste time either while you're doing this. Okay, so you can actually be working while you're waiting for the email. You can be doing something with Microsoft Word. And I will be checking, going back and forth and refreshing this. Okay, and when I refresh, you will see that I actually received the email. Now I'm doing this CD on a day where there is nobody at school. So all the servers are fast, and I believe it's a Saturday, so the servers in the UK are fast as well. I don't think there's anybody working, so that's why I got it so fast. But during the examination time, it might take a little bit longer time. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this for again. Why am I stopping this? Because I received the email, so I'm gonna go back to my original. Okay, which was the email part. Now it says read the reply message, so I gotta open this and actually read it. And while you're reading it, you don't have to read all of this. This is just like a signature telling you if you didn't receive this file, don't, this is just at the bottom of the message for everybody, that if you received it by mistake, just ignore whatever came to you. Okay, attached is the in this email message is the file called i8prods.csv. This is the file that came back. Remember, this i8prods, I told you I have given it to you before. It's there because I usually give you these files. Well, if something goes wrong on the internet or something, I mean, during the examination, you will have this. Okay, so this file, I can download it, but I don't need to because I have it. And you can see why I don't want to. Okay? Then, it said the instruction which is important here is that one. You have to go to this website, and this is where there might be a little bit of confusion. It says, read the reply to your message and follow the instructions. The URL which you will need is that one. Okay? So I have to go to this one. In my case, I can just click that and it'll go there. In your case, you will have it hard copy, so you have to type it in. Okay, so I'm going to click on that to open Internet Explorer. And I'm just going to minimize this so I can see the whole, just like I saw the other one. Okay, and I'm going to be switching a little bit back and forth here to actually see. I want to switch. So I am searching for this file. Let me just copy that. Okay, this is the file I'm searching for. Copy that, and I go back to that screen. I'm going to click on search because they said search for it. And I'm just going to paste the file name. I'm going to go click on go. Now there has been many theories, as we have discussed, I should say, or many instances where you have asked me what is a proper screenshot which shows the evidence of the search. Well, that could be one. That means you found it. So to be on the safe side, if this is asked, I will print screen that. Open Microsoft Word. This is a new file. Remember, I'm not printing. I'm just saving this stuff for later use. I'm going to paste it in there, and I will crop accordingly. And most of you know this cropping. You're very good at it. So I'm going to do this. I'm just, remember that the examiner doesn't know you, doesn't know me. They want evidence that you actually found the file. This is first evidence. I'm going to actually compile two pieces of evidence. The second one is, I'm actually going to click on the link to see where the file is. This tells the examiner that I actually found the file. And it actually gives me instructions on how to save it. I'm going to print screen that again. Go to my lovely Microsoft evidence file. I'm going to paste the second piece of information or the second piece of evidence, and I'm going to crop out again. I will ensure at this time that I actually have CIE online on there and maybe try to keep the page, okay, the actual URL. I think this is sufficient evidence that you actually found the file. Remember, it says print a screenshot to show evidence of this search on your web browser. So I printed two. There's one there and there's one there. Okay? Next question. It says, I'm going to go back to my email here, the original email. So, okay, because it's going to ask me to make a new email, I believe. Okay, prepare an email message to be sent to design.h@CIE. So I'm going to make a new one. And this is going to be, again, design@h. They want copied to, and I don't see copy or carbon copy here. Depending on what web application you're using or what email system you're using, this will be in a different place. In my case, they're here. I can actually show CC, which is carbon copy, and BCC. I'm going to click there. Under CC, it will be ictc.info@cie.org.uk. Make sure no spelling mistakes, and I double check this. They also want a blind carbon copy to ictc.sales@cia.org.uk. The subject is ICTC report. Okay, the body, sorry, I made a mistake there. We gotta delete that. I deleted something by mistake, so I retype it. ictc.sales@cie.org.uk. Okay, with ICTC report as the heading. The body of the text will include, the body of the message will include the normal stuff, your name, center number, candidate number, the file you require is attached. Okay, attach the file you downloaded from the HotHost website to your email. Which file was that? That was the one we searched for. So remember that I have this file. You remember the name of it? So I'm just going to go attach it. Attach. And all my files are on my desktop on CD paper 2. This is the file. J8ICTCO. I open that. Okay, print a copy of this message showing clearly the attachment is present. Again, many of you have had trouble with this while you're attaching, because during the examination it might be a little slow, but in my case it attached. I hit print screen and I go to my evidence file. Remember, you're supposed to print it. I'm just putting it to my evidence file, and at the end of the day I will print everything. Again, I print this and I keep the important stuff showing clearly what they have asked for, and I crop anything that is not needed. I think that will be fine if I go there. That route is fine. Click it, make it a bit bigger so the examiner can see it, and I am fine with that. Okay, this will conclude the email section. I will take a break and come back with the actual document production.